Going for a gank should take like 10% because you've done. But then let's say we're practicing a new grades mechanic, where I want you to auto Q, alt. That's gonna take like 25% because you've never done it before. Everything
Yeah.
makes mental energy. And there's so many things. League's a game with thousands, so there's so many things where 5% of our brain is kiting, 10% of our brain is thinking about where am I pathing next? Am I going red to Raptors, red to Krugs? 10% of my brain is thinking about where's the enemy jungle pathing, like tracking her pathing. 10% of my mental energy is looking at the 20% of my mental energy is looking at the minimap, seeing okay who's pushing top, who's pushing mid.
Yeah.
Like everything takes it, right? And then when we get to 100, that's when we can't do it. We can't add any extra. That's when you start getting
Yeah.
over flushed or whatever, right?
I can see what you're saying now.
Uh,
I
so it's all about like allocating, and a lot of times things were. Let's say every player has strengths and weaknesses. Let's say as a player, I don't think this is yours. I'm just using an example. Let's say you think that your strength is mechanics. You think you're really good at mechanics, and let's say you think your weakness is like decision making or pathing, right? In that
yeah.
case, it's knowing that okay, my mechanics are so good, I don't even have to think about how I'm gonna play a fight. I don't know if I could just click towards a fight and turn my brain off. My fingers will just click the correct buttons most likely because I'm so good at that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to now not over fixate on it, and I'm just going to trust like my instincts to play the mechanics, fights mechanically well. I'm not going to like overly think about them. I'm just going to go into the fight, and now I'm going to be thinking about the stuff I'm weak at. I'm going to be thinking, using my mental energy on what slashes do they have, what dashes do they have, how are they going to play. I already know how I'm going to play the fight. I'm just going to go and press my buttons. I'm going to think about how are they going to play. Is Vayne going to start the fight condemning me away? Is she going to start the fight queuing? If she's going to auto queue and then condemn me, I'm going to think about what she's going to do. So if I think she's going to start the fight condemning, then maybe I'll just instantly start the fight Wing her, because when she's W'd, she can't see me, so she can't condemn me, right?
Yeah.
Same with kindred. If she's gonna queue into me, then I'm going to instantly. If she queues into me at the same frame, I E into her. Well, now look at this distance. Now we're literally on top of each other. So now, which is how I want to
Yeah.
play a fight. But if I'm thinking about her Q, I can use my E like that. There's again a thousand different interactions, So, but when you know what your
Yeah.
strengths or weaknesses are, you're able to allocate mental energy to either or. Does this all make sense?
Yeah.
Uh, so a lot of times this happens like 3 times this game, and every time it happens, you make it sound like it's unlucky or you messed up, but it has nothing to do with luck, and it's something extremely plannable, and it's something you could easily um like win or fix. But I just don't think you're thinking about it, or it's not that you're not thinking about
Yeah.
it, but you're thinking about other things more, which are less important. What I'm telling you is smites. 3 different times in the game: red buff, raptors, and Otacon. You miss smite to kindred when you have a better smite. If your auto does 60 damage, your auto does 90 damage. That means your smite's 590, or sorry, 690. Her smite is 590. Um,
Yeah.
if for abilities, her Q does like 150 damage, your Q does like 200 damage. So same logic. Your smite's 800, her smite's 750. For when you have Otacon, you have at that point you have ult. At that point you could ult smite, which is again at that point I think it was 1200. So your ult smite's like 1500. Hers is like 1300. She has auto smite or Q smite. It's like really fake. Um,
Yeah.
so at every point in this game, but I think you're not like either you're not thinking about it, or you're not thinking, or you're just using your abilities before she gets there, or something's happening, right? But it's again,
Yeah.
it's just a lack of mental energy. We're just like playing the game and hoping it feels like you're just hoping it works out. So
Yeah.
here where we start the buffs, she comes, no problem. Let's watch this. Everything looks normal. She just cheeses you in a second. So boom, now she's there. See, first of all, first instinct should be instantly drop a word in the bush off rip, so you can see her at all times, and you can see the buff at all times. So that's first instinct.
Yeah.
Here, click into her, perfect. And then here you realized, or hope you realized, that I win 1v1 because I'm ready. She's already half HP and she's taking her buff, and I'm still above half. I'm 60%. Easy way to tell us from the
Yeah.
thing, like I mean, it's like 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar. You have 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar,
Yeah. I
four and a
realized
half.
I was.
Yeah, you won, right?
Yeah.
So now you enter her, perfect. Now again, you have to have a war in this bush early because you need to
Yeah.
see her. So because then you think about it, like when you instantly boom realize I win 1v1, instantly then you think to myself, okay, if I already win 1v1, how are the only ways I can lose the fight? It's A, smite, she gets level up, or B, I lose vision of her, she runs away, or whatever, right? So ward
Yeah.
should be first instinct. I have to place a ward in the bush. Boom. First thing I think about. Hitting her, sick. Now you think about, okay, she has to avoid me, right? Or she has to kill the camp. How can she do that?
Yeah.
It's by there's only two ways she can do it. It's by vision, which is the ward, first one. The second one is by hiding behind the buff, so block your auto attacks. Graves has autos blocked. He's one of the only champions in the game that can do this, right? So you have to just make sure. Same with when you're cutting camps, you have to make sure you're. Same when you're doing. Last one we did the thing. Make sure you're not touching the small thing. You just have to walk past it until you're literally interface, and then you auto her. Here you did a full
Yeah.
auto on this thing, so not only are you leashing for her, but you're not getting, she's not getting low. A and B, you also have to be able to recognize that you have two options here: either try to kill her before she kills the red, or B, recognize that I have a better smite than she does, because again, her auto does, like we can see right now, it's 990, sorry 920. She's not even autoing you. That's the she her auto is like, I can't see. I mean, we can't see her damage, but it's less than yours. Yours is 90 per auto.
Yeah.
Like she just autoed you for 49 damage. You know,
Yeah.
51. Your auto is 90. Your auto is more than double her. So once you realize, like at this
Yeah.
point, when you realize when you misclicked it, you should realize now, ah, fuck, because like normally I might be able to kill her before the buff gets 600. Now that I misclicked
Yeah.
the buff, again, it shouldn't happen, but now that it
I have to
happened,
smite
I
against
now
it.
have to adjust and play the smite. Again, this is so now you should just auto smite. I'm not. It's you just smite auto, right? But here you're still. You could, if you look at your mouse, it's not that you miss smite. That's a bad excuse. By
Yeah.
your mouse is still on her character model. So this tells me
No, I didn't even I'm
you're
not
not
gonna lie, for this fight specifically, I didn't even realize the buff got so low because I was so
yeah
like, what's it called, locked in on trying to kill Kindred.
yeah.
Um, I
I,
didn't realize
No,
that
I
this
can
one
tell
is
because if because you can see by your mouse is an extension of your hand. It's an extension of what you're thinking.
yeah.
Your mouse on her tells me you want to kill her. Mouse on Rebuff tells me you want to kill Rebuff. Your mouse is on her right now, so you have no idea. You're not even thinking about the Rebuff, you know. But this is an
Yeah.
example of mental energy. I'll tell you when. Right now, if I'm you, all my energy, all 100% of my brain, all I'm thinking about is, do I win 1v1? Because I don't know yet. Same way you don't know, I don't know. That's all I'm thinking. Do I win? Do I win? Do I win? The second I see this, like, or was it right here? I'm thinking, do I win? Do I win? Not yet. Okay, do I win? 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 The second I see this, I instantly think I win because the second I see this, it's obvious. She's about to be half. I'm still above half. So before I didn't know, now you know, right? So the
Yeah.
second you realize that I win, all 100% of your mental energy should, that was, do I win? You already have the answer. I do win. If I just it's auto. So now all the rest of
Yeah.
my mental energy is thinking, now how can I lose? Because I already won. This already tells me I
Yeah.
already won the 1v1. So now how do I lose? And then we go to we only lose if she gets the buff. So now all your mental energy should now be diverted to, how do I make sure that I don't um I don't lose the buff. That could be, can I
Yeah.
50% of it is, can I kill her before the buff dies? 50% of it is staring at the buff, saying maybe I could just play this it away. You know, it's
Mhm.
you're at. League players are on a constant stage of prioritizing different things, right?
Yeah.
Or you could reword that to allocating your mental energy to the most, what is the priority right now, right? Right.
Whenever I saw the red buff attacking her, I knew I could kill her, but I was so focused on like just killing her, I didn't think of like
Exactly,
actually
but
how
that's
to kill her.
exactly, but that's the thing. The second you realize you kill her, you should no longer, like, it sounds funny. The second you realize you kill her, you should no longer be thinking about killing her, because that
Yeah.
can happen subconsciously. Your instincts will take over, and you know how to kill someone. You just right click them. You shouldn't have to be thinking about that. That should be something that just comes naturally. Oh, the second I realize this is a winning fight, I'm gonna take it. Like, that's nice. The stress has been laid off. Now I can focus on other stuff like the buff or the vision or the bush or the ward, or making sure I can get my
Yeah.
autos off on her, because and not body block. There's other priorities
Mhm.
now. So this obviously, that this should be completely winning. But this happens, it's fine. Then we see that our Raptors are up, so we go for Raptors, and then this entire thing applies is honestly the exact same thing, right?
Mhm.
First, anytime you get invaded early, you heard me say this before. When you get invaded early, your only priority is to stabilize, recover, make sure you don't die. So I'm trying to do every camp as safe as possible. Have the raptor go fully in the bush, so there's no chance she can come. I think this is, you could pull it out slightly more, but it's fine. Now you see her. You're doing this early. Like here, this tells me that you want to be able to smite the raptors and leave, because you're obviously Eing, so the small ones don't block it, right?
Yeah.
But your auto doesn't do. If it's like 731 right now, sure, auto smite. But right now it's 831. Your auto does smite doesn't kill. That's too healthy, right?
Yeah.
So it's too early. You should just be chilling. See no BC, and boom, now you just, for example, you try to auto smite it, but it's not killable. And now all you did
And
was
it's pushed
push.
away
Now
from
all you
you.
did was push it, and now she can now you can't auto it. And then here, now it's also, thing is, the advantage is if her auto does 50 damage, and your auto does 100 again. It means you could smite at 700. She can't smite at 700. She has to smite at 650, right?
Yeah.
So here, all you did was bring it to execute range. Because normally, let's say you don't auto it, you let the burn get it naturally to like 750, and then you can auto smite it, right? But here, all you did was
Yeah.
bring it to 600, and now she can auto smite it herself. Now it's in the range of her auto smite. So now you're just making it so
Yeah.
now she can execute off it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So just by always knowing, okay, I do more damage than she does, and that's never gonna. If you're gonna be a Graves player, that's never gonna change. Graves auto does more damage than like every other auto in the game besides like Jin fourth shot because our champ's designed to. We can't because we have to reload. The way to make it balance where
Yeah.
we only have two bullets is our bullets just do more damage. That's how they balance the reload thing. Otherwise, if our autos did the same damage as everyone else, then Graves would be the worst character because now we just have less autos than people, but they do same damage. You know, the entire point is now
Yeah.
our autos do double their damage, but we have less of them. You know.
So pretty much, I mean, I kind of just not really necessarily more passive. I just needed to focus less on like fighting and more in the camp, or like because for the Raptors, I actually was focused on the camp, but I started trying to like rush the camp, and just like I panicked pretty much. I was like, oh my god, she's invading me again. I gotta get this camp down, or else I'm gonna be dead, like, or I'm gonna lose pretty much, right?
Mhm.
That's like I was panicking pretty much, and I just wanted to kill the camp as fast as possible, and then just try to find a way to stabilize after that.
Mhm.
But inadvertently, I basically rushed the camp and I screwed it because I wasn't I to be fair, I really don't get invaded much at all. I probably got invaded like 5 times, 6 times max. Like
Mhm.
when I'm fighting over a camp, and this was like the fifth or sixth time. So I don't really have a lot of experience with this. So I didn't really know like actually I guess I never thought about how to contest, or like how I can contest an objective. Like I
Mhm.
didn't think about like, oh man, 700 HP, I can then like basically immediately kill it. Pretty much.
Yeah, and then the same logic works, but the thing is, the same logic works when you invade someone. When you invade someone, you should always be thinking about, do I kill him first? Or do I kill the camp first? You know, it's the
So is
same.
that why Graves is so good at in invading? Because he can just, has a way higher smite range than everybody else, like early game?
Uh, not really. That could be like a maybe a pseudo reason, but mostly it's because Graves is a really good snowballer. So
Hmm.
it's because you just win 1v1 because your champ's designed to like be really selfish. Like while other champs might like gank, your champ's just playing super selfish for maximum golden XP. So when you invade someone, it's usually off the premise that I'm stronger than them. It has nothing to do with smite. Preferably, you never want to smite like smite fight. You never want to smite fight, even with better execute.
Yeah,
Preferably, you always want to just because it's even then it's still a risk. Even if you're favored to win, you can still lose it. Preferably, you always want when you
yeah.
go for people, it's always for just guaranteed kills and stuff, and because you're
Well,
stronger and you'll just kill them. You know what I mean?
I'm curious, okay? So if Graves is favored to like when invades and stuff, like should I be invading 3, 4, 5, 6, like all those levels and stuff? Because I feel like
No,
I'm a lot more passively farming, or do I have to like get
no.
an advantage in first, then invade?
Get advantage. The entire idea is because you're farming so much, you're going to
Yeah,
get an advantage because you're farming, and then you're going to use that
yeah.
advantage to then invade. You don't invade to get an advantage. You invade when you have an
Mm,
advantage, and then that helps snowball your advantage.
okay, okay, okay.
So the game actually stabilized. Like you're actually, if you press tab here, let me press tab here in a second. You got a gank off. You go to your Krugs. Um, the game is stabilized. It's 5-6. Your team is higher. You're on like what 4 camps on this guy. He's doing dragon. We push him out. We should instantly try to take it over. I mean, we should map awareness. We see our teammates dying. Jin's dead. I'd say this more of like a map awareness thing. You're so tunnel vision on this kindred the entire time on the map. Your Jin's getting run down here in a second. Not saying to run to him, but you could just look, see what's going on. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna
Yeah,
live? Does he need help? If you just have no idea. The second you see this, I'm never like I should no longer care about Kindred. He's always gonna queue out. There's nothing you can do to stop him. You're not Jarvan. You're not gonna EQ,
yeah,
flash ult, or anything. Like you're just a lot of times you're focused on shit you can't um control. Like
yeah,
again, you're not flash eating over this wall or anything. Second, it's the same way how like a second in the red buff fight, the second you realize you win, you no longer think about killing him. In this case, the second you see that he's like out, you no longer think about chasing. You know what I mean? He should just be
yeah. No, I
he should
get
become
you.
a lower priority. Um, this is switching gears a lot. Sure, this guy dies. But again, same thing. Like, I mean, not same thing, but you need to be putting wards in bushes more. Like, I see this and I think to
Yeah,
myself, okay, he's dead no matter what. Right? There's no way he lives, right? Whereas the only
unless he
way,
gets out of my vision.
yeah. So this again, so but you're still thinking about killing him, but you should no longer think about killing him. It should be how do I kill him, you know, or how do I stop it? It's not
Yeah,
about how, it's because it's obvious he's dead. He's a support non me 1 HP, right? It's more like how does this guy stop me from killing him? That's should be how you're thinking. It's only means two things. So when he
yeah,
comes and blocks it, you know he has no flash. It can't flash away, or he gets out of vision
yeah.
because you wouldn't have to flash. You'd be able to save your flash there. Um, okay. And here I don't know what you base. You have two bot camps up right now.
Oh, good
You're just
point.
skipping
Yeah.
camps for no reason. I mean, this entire game you're like skipping camps for no reason.
I was the reason I based here is because I was just scared, like, oh, Kindred has her mark here. What if Kindred, like, I know Kindred was actually just mid lane, but I'm thinking, like, what if Kindred just, like, decides to come invade me and I'm just dead?
Yeah,
You
but you
know
have
what I
two
mean?
wards. You know, it's not like
Yeah,
you could ward over the blue wall, see if she's there.
yeah.
You could pull the blue off into the bush. If you see her come, you could just leave. So again, he's not
Mhm.
playing Vi. He's not gonna Q ult you over the wall. Um, he has no CC. He has no slows. He has no way to stop you from running away. Also, never buy double pink ward.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is that just because, like, it's a waste of money?
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to do damage.
Okay.
It's 150 gold. Why not? You're skipping camp. You got this Raptor camp. Awesome. We have Krugs up. We have Blue up. We have Grump up. I think you go fight here or something. Let's go see. I forget. Oh yeah, here's what. No, I'm here. I'm begging you. Here, you're like, oh, let me gank mid lane. The full HP champion. When my mid lane is 1 HP. Katarina has no CC. I have no CC.
I
And
wasn't thinking of ganking. I was thinking of, because what's it called? Counter reader was trying to recall, so I was thinking maybe does she want me to push her wave out? Because I didn't really like no. I thought she wanted me to push her wave.
did she ping you to push her
Because
wave? She type it.
no.
Yeah. She hasn't pinged or typed to you once, right? It's just random.
Yeah.
No one. She hasn't pinged you. She hasn't typed to you. If you watch her, if you see her base, then you could maybe collect the wave afterwards. And
Hmm.
then afterwards, this doesn't tell me. This does not look to me like you want to help her push a wave out. This looks to me like you want to kill her. Look at this. Look at your camera and your mouse. You want to tell me you look at this and say, oh yeah,
Oh no no no! At first, okay, at first I wanted to push her wave, but now I wanted to
like how
gank.
are you killing this guy? You have no CC. Like the cat has no CC.
Yeah.
This guy's completely full HP. He has a shield. He has a speed up. He has
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. Like I'm begging you, please do your camps. What are you looking at? Here we see kindred, and here same thing here. Look, you're like thinking about like ganking bot or something. How are we ganking? This reminds me of the Lucian game. Nothing's changed from Lucian games from two
Yeah.
weeks ago, where you saw a full HP Lucian under tower, and you're like, oh, let me go gank him. And that in that game,
Yeah.
I didn't say anything, and we just saw you die. In this game, I couldn't help myself. Like I had to speak up. Like these guys are.
Yeah.
I always say, skip camps to gank people if they are over pushed. This is the middle line. If they're past this line, or if they're low. These guys are under the towers and they're full HP. What are you clicking towards? Like here, I had to
Yeah.
like it's obvious you want like you walked back to look at your mouse. You're clicking under tower, and then I had to speak up and say, yo, please just pull dragon. You know,
Yeah.
it's not even like you know, it's not even close to being possible. We got the dragon. Start walking. This was good. I see Kindred top. My instincts instantly think, let me go check
Fade.
her bot
Yeah.
camps. No, her Raptors or Krugs. See what's up.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't tell. No, Raptors are down. Nah, that's fine to base here. You have item and her Raptors down. If you didn't have a vision, then I would go check. But since you have vision, you see they're down. Okay. Okay. So you go here. Krugs are gone. You check. You check this bush. Yeah, this is small. You just have to check her items. If you notice she has items here, you just run at her and kill her. You won't be one hard. You just have to check her items beforehand. She has no try.
Yeah.
She could be
I
third.
kind of regretted it right there, but I'm glad I still got the buff anyway. I think another reason I didn't immediately attack her because I was like, oh, thank God I like because this whole entire game I kind of got beat down by Kindred pretty much. Like, um, Kindred kind of just gave me straight belt to ass to be fair.
Mhm.
Um, and I was thinking, oh, thank God I finally got something over Kindred. Like I got a camp, and like I won the smite battle, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here now because I just kind of was scared of her. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. You just have to check.
Um,
You just have to check items. That's it. It could be 40 now, and she could have won the last 20 fights. That doesn't mean she's gonna win the 21st one.
that's true. Actually, I was ahead of camps right there too.
Okay.
Not CS, but camps.
Full clear. Take our Krugs. This is good. This game is a fluid game. Um, Being behind for 5 minutes doesn't mean you're behind now. If we press tab now, your game looks great. You're 3-2-1. You're even
Yeah,
CS. Nothing about this game to me tells me like you're behind. You know.
yeah,
You should always when you have red buff, just always auto pack. Your auto slows and then your W is guaranteed because they're slowed from your W from
okay.
your red buff. Also, you were late on noticing this. If you heard your comms here, you're like, ooh, a vein, right? But right now, like, there's nothing to like. Do you need mental energy to kill Krugs? Like, this is like you've killed 1,000 Krugs, right? Um,
Yeah,
like right now when you're killing Krugs, I honestly I right click Krugs and I don't even think I'm not even like thinking about doing them. I'm just like cutting them like subconsciously. Like I'm just right click auto attack,
yeah,
right click kite. And well, this entire time I'm just looking at the map, thinking what can the enemy team be doing, where the enemy kindred is at, look at the map. Oh shit, Vayne walked by. Oh shit, let's dive this Vayne. You know, but here you start recalling, and then just randomly you're like, oh shit, you know, like. But right now, if you look at it right now, what could you possibly be thinking about besides looking at the map? There's nothing else to think about. You know, it shouldn't be like
well, I was turning my camera. I was moving my camera up towards the Oriana at that point. I was like, after I was spinning the Krugs and recalling. Um, so I was like gonna look at the Oriana, but then I was like, oh crap, Vayne's like power's literally getting pushed. I should look at that. That's
here.
kind of what I was
I'm just
thinking
saying, like, you
there.
should constantly have a third eye looking at map, just looking at icons.
Yeah,
All you need to look is icons. I look at icons, and then you'll just see Vayne pop up, and that's it. Okay,
yeah,
icons. Oh, I see Vayne. Nice. Let me pan camera down. See what's going on. Because I think your reaction, I think you literally said, "Ooh, a vein." Like I think that's literally what you said verbatim.
okay,
Like if you want to narrate what you're doing, you should be like, "Okay, I'm doing Krugs. Let me look at the like. Okay, I'm gonna do Krugs here. Then I'm gonna recall. I'm gonna look at the map while recalling, see if I see how like what's going on the map. Oh shit, Vayne's on the map. Okay, let me go for her. Like that could be like a way of narrating what you're doing. You know, I'm gonna do Krugs into
yeah,
recall, and while I'm gonna look at map this entire time.
okay, okay.
You this is a point on the fluidity. The game is too fluid. Being
Hmm.
behind once doesn't mean you're behind always. Being ahead once doesn't mean you're ahead always. This entire game is decided by items and levels. That's how the gold, which is another word of gold and XP. That is the only thing that matters in League of Legends is what level is everyone and what items does everyone have, which also means how much
Yeah,
XP someone has gotten and how much gold someone has gotten, right? Because gold equals items and XP equals levels. If you press tab right here, you'll see that you um, are down one level to Kindred, not that much. And you look at items and you see your up items. Try to Yomu's is the same, is one item to one item.
yeah.
Dirk, you have tier 1 boots to tier 1 boots. She has cloth null, which is 750 gold worth of value.
And I have a Dirk.
And you have Dirk, which is 1,000 gold. All I see right now is you guys are you're up, and also like no matches, no doesn't do anything for you. So ironically, you could say this is 350 because the no magic you have no
Yeah,
you're full 80. So you are up 700 gold worth of value, and you're down level. So that means you guys are pretty much equivalent. But in this case, you're
yeah,
full HP, while she is half HP, and she has spells down because she just dashed in, and he just used her E. So I see you're stronger. But if you look at your mouse, this looks like you're terrified, right? I see half HP, 80% HP. You're clicking backwards. If they're hitting Jin can Kindred hit people at once?
no. I
So if
mean,
she's hitting
other than her
Jin,
Q. Yeah,
yeah, that's fake. When she's hitting you, she can't hit Jin, and she's hitting Jin, she can't hit you. So right now, she obviously wants to kill Jin because Jin is 1 HP. So if you're like, okay, if you want to hit Kindred, sorry, if you want to hit, it's the same thing as if you remember the Leona coaching like 2 months ago. It's the same logic. If you're gonna hit my teammate, I'm gonna hit you. Remember as Pike and Leona, you're just like letting your teammates die. Like you're like, oh,
Yeah.
no, they can't hit you and kill the Jin. So you walk up here and you start pumping autos into the kindred, and you're making your choice. Okay, if you want to keep going for Jin, then you'll die for it. And if you're gonna back up because you're getting scared of me, then my Jin lives. Either way, either you die for Jin or you live and Jin lives. You can't have it where
Yeah.
he's hitting Jin and and you're not trading damage. Like even now, like you're still clicking under tower. And just now you realize now when it's like really obvious, like oh shit, he's half HP, I'm full. Now let me walk up. But now it's a little too late. He's just gonna run away.
Yeah.
Um, so it's always, and I definitely feel like it's just like just because you died early to Kindred and he took your camps early, I think now you're just like scared of him, like you PTSD. But again, the only thing that matters is items and XP. So you have to be constantly. This is
Hmm.
why if you look at the best players, if you look at the jungle streams, you see them press tab 30 times a second because they are always
Hmm.
getting constant updates on the game. Who's strong, who's weak, where can I fight, where can I not fight. You need constant
Yeah.
updates. Because here you didn't get a single. All your autos on this guy with max range. If these two autos were short range, he'd be this HP,
He would have been like, yeah,
and then
like
your ult just kills him,
25%.
and he gets
Yeah.
so. You're just playing this way too scared. Even
I
now,
also have dark harvest too.
even now, I would just flash into him, like flash, like boom. You see this?
Yeah.
Boom. I would just
I
literally,
hit a good W on him, didn't I?
yeah. You could
But
just
yeah.
flash here. Boom. Full range auto. Boom. Full range auto. Ult.
I think my Q, I might able to hit the wall too.
Mhm. These are max range autos. That's why they're so bad. So this guy
Yeah.
100% could have died. 100%.
And that would have been a bounty drop too, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 250, 350 G actually. I mean, unless it didn't change to 350, but still big bounty.
Mhm.
Big bounty on the list.
Now here, there's this fight mid that we're coming to. Sick. If you look at your instincts, like you're instinctively always clicking backwards. I'll give you a second. I look at this fight thing; it's pretty fucking good. Um, Vayne's dying again. Me and Kindred are both equal HP. Now, remember, back then at least we could say you're down level. Now you're both same level. Now you're both same level.
Yeah.
And now look at your mouse. Your mouse again. Your mouse is a representation of your subconscious.
Yeah.
Remember, I told you. I remember this. Like, I have really good memory. Remember that Graves example versus Callista, where you could have just ran into her and killed
Oh
her and queued
yeah.
her and said you're clicking away. This is the exact same thing. You could click into them. And again, a lot of times the safest place for Graves to be is near the opponent because you're doing maximum damage. And the logic is I'll just kill
Hmm.
you before you kill me. But here you're clicking away, and then also you're also autoing her when you're in a minion wave, so the auto hits the minion instead of hitting her. And then
Yeah.
and now this is a max range auto, which is it's 109. That's really nothing. Normally your auto would be like 250 right now, right? If
Hmm.
you're here instead, which is where you should be. And now it's obvious. Now it's more obvious it's winning because my Quinn's hitting her, and now it's like way more obvious. But this should have been like this for you the entire time, right? Now we're sitting in here, sitting here. Same thing here. We should already know that this guy's 100% gonna die, or he should die, right? Because like,
Yeah.
or reverse. It's not that he should die. Now you know that from this V, you 100% win 1v1, correct? He's just too low.
Yeah.
So if you know he wins 1v1, same as red buff, what? How is the only way he can survive? If you are winning 1v1, how can he survive from this
I
up?
guess if the Nami hits a Q on me or something, he
Yes, that's one.
flashes away.
That's one. That's two. Yes.
Um, uh,
Runs toward
I don't know if I just don't auto attack him.
run towards tower, right?
Yeah.
How
Oh yeah.
he's gonna escape this way, this way, this way. He's gonna run this way, right? So
Yeah.
if we know his only way of escaping is walking this way, then what way are we walking?
Towards tower.
Yes, and look where we walk.
Oh yeah.
Where are we
Okay.
walking to? You know what I mean? We should be walking
Yeah.
here, here. So he's forced to walk into us as well. He's also kiting right to kill Quinn, right?
Yeah.
And now look where our mouse is. Look where we're walking. If you're here right now,
Yeah.
when the control ult expires, how can he live? It's literally
He
impossible.
just can't.
He,
He
he
can't
can
even
he,
run
he
away.
can Q here and flash, and he's still in auto range of you.
Yeah.
Look,
Dang.
and you keep walking to the edge. You're
And
still. That's very right.
oh, that's frustrating.
And now, because imagine this. Okay, when the control ult expires, so you're here. Well, imagine when it
I'm
expires,
behind them.
you're here. Yeah.
Yeah.
How does this guy live? It's impossible. It's literally impossible. He can literally
Hmm.
flash and Q, and you're still QW range, auto range, right? It's impossible.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was bad.
and now you're literally forced to use your E to get auto range, and you're still behind him now.
Yeah.
Right. And then here,
How much are
instead
these?
of queuing, also your queue's not guaranteed because they can dodge your queue. You
Yeah.
know it's guaranteed your auto. So instead of queuing here, even then, even with this
Just auto
still,
him.
even with all the mistakes, this guy can still die. Auto, don't queue, and then here instead of queuing, because you stand so you queue. Here, boom, you just W to slow him, and you just flash
Yeah.
auto, and you're in his face. This auto's gonna do maximum damage, right? And then the auto
Yeah.
won't kill him. He'll get to like this HP, and then he'll be here, but then this auto will kill. You know.
Yeah.
Also, your Q range is longer than your auto, so if you ever have an option to Q or auto, it's always auto, because when he's here you can Q him, but when he's here you can't auto him. So it's always option auto
Yeah.
now, then Q later. You know. So this guy should 100% die just from autos, and here you can flash auto to kill him as well. And then but then now he lives, and now at this point, you know,
I should just let it go.
now boom, dragon. There's two enemies dead.
Yeah.
There's jungle. He's not dead, but he's effectively dead. He's too low to come to dragon fighter. He'll die. Correct? He can't come. He'll just be too low.
Hmm.
So now there's technically
And he
three.
has no ult up either.
There's technically three people dead. Cat or he's dead. Vayne's dead, and kindred's technically dead. Instead, we just keep chasing, and then we die. So this not only so this guy should have died, but once he doesn't die, it's still completely fine. Just get the free objective. Herald's up, Dragon's up.
Yeah.
You have to pick the litter, whichever one you want. So we die, and then Jin dies, and then they get the
Yeah.
objective, right? Yeah, and then they get Dragon. You know. So I
Damn.
think at this point the game was still completely playable. I mean, it still technically is, but here the game was like the score was what? I can't see. It's sun in my room. 14 to
14,
17. You guys
17.
are actually up
Yeah.
3 kills, and there's two objectives up. So this game is completely winning. And keep in mind for your own, there's a difference from winning the game and winning your 1v1. And for your own personal 1v1, you're actually same level now. And we looked at the items earlier. You're
Yeah.
also same items. So you're actually same. You're
So
actually up
actually,
items, and you're actually
I
up
was able to
same
claw my
level.
way back.
Yeah. No, you're not able. You were back. You were back.
Yeah.
You were completely back. But then you die, which he gets the
I'm
gold from.
guessing this was probably the last
This was like
like
the climax point. Yeah.
bet. Yeah. Everything else was just probably just
Let's
the
keep
game
watching. Let's
was.
keep watching after this. I figured there's some other points I had, but they obviously not. They're not as major. Um, yeah, they got the rift and they got the herald, the dragon. But you see, look at this 1v1. You see how this 1v1 is actually good. Like your same level
Yeah.
in your melee range, and then look at her items. She bought. This guy's trolling. This guy bought top left. She's going Wits 10 seconds. So she has tab eyes, Negatron thing. Negatron's 900, recurve was
Recurve.
700. Your thing
Yeah.
is 1,000,
And
875. So you have this is 1600. Yours is 1875.
yeah.
So item wise, you're up, and you're both level 11. So you're same levels, and you're up items. But you're now, yeah, but so and she's playing. I remember she wants to kite you. You want to play in her face, and she's queuing into you. So she's when she does that, even without Quinn, you just easily 1v1 her. It has nothing to do with Quinn being there, you know.
Yeah.
And then here, um, their entire team died. So all three enemies are dead. Aurora's bot. So what should you do?
Um.
Yeah, check his top
Jungle
camps.
farm.
Yeah, take his entire top side.
Yeah.
What are you scared of? It's just a Nami. What's Nami gonna do?
That's literally what I said. I was like, why am
Yeah,
I scared of a Nami?
yeah, but you made it sound like, oh, I'm scared of her, like I should fight her, but I'm not, but I'm not, I mean like that, like I'm saying like, oh, just kill the camps instantly. No one's here, right?
Yeah.
You should go the fast way as well. Go to this down way, and then it's not about fighting her, because again, you can never kill her. She can always run away. It's about just doing the camps. But
Yeah.
here, it's obvious from your like, your thing
Clicks.
that
I wanted to kill her.
you're
I didn't
thinking
want
about
to
her.
kill her.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just the camps. Um, boom, boom. Do Herald 2. Herald, then we base for Collector. Nice. Clear down. Otacon's up. Here you
Oh
said,
yeah, Otacon was the last big mistake. Wait, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Vayne.
okay, so listen to your comms here. I know, so I've shown you examples of how you could have like productive
Yeah,
ways of thinking and productive ways of narrating, correct?
I was thinking this. Oh, okay, so my thought process behind this was is that Oriana was already dead, but I think it. Okay, yeah, so Oriana was dead. I wanted to kill Vayne, push the wave, and then do Otacon because obviously it's good to have wave control.
Yeah,
And like for the vision and stuff. And I just wanted like a free Otacon, right?
yeah.
So I was trying to kill Vayne not because I was like actually bloodthirsty. I wanted to kill her more because I mean that's what it sounds like, but I wanted to kill her so could have weight control
No,
and do
I understand
Otacon.
that. But, okay, listen to the comms. Ready?
Yeah. Wait. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Vayne. I missed my W. Oh my god.
I never once said. It's funny how you assumed that was gonna say that Otacon, that killing this guy is bad. No, killing Vayne is correct here. Your logic makes
Yeah.
complete sense. We should kill Vayne. She's overpushed, and then when we kill Vayne, then we got Otacon. I have no. I'm not saying pull Otacon here. You could argue, oh, pull
Yeah.
Otacon is 40-45. I risk it. I don't. I disagree. I don't think this is a risk. There's no tower. You're behind her.
Yeah.
You're up a level. You have two different slows. W slow, smite slow. It's not about not going for the kill. It's I want you to be thinking about how do I kill this guy how does he live? His spell uses. Is he gonna condemn me? Is he gonna
So
Q? But you're thinking you're like again. It's your words aren't an exact representation of what you're thinking, obviously. But like again, back to the mental energy. Like talking takes mental energy too, right? And so when you're thinking of like, ooh, Vayne, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her. Ooh, like you cannot convince me that you're thinking about
yeah,
your W usage, your red smite, her invis. You cannot convince me of this. You're not. You're just thinking
no,
about ooh, a
yeah.
freebie, yay. Um, but again, you could be like in ADHD. You could be like, okay, I need to kill this guy, and you could fucking start formulating every fucking hypothesis how this guy can live. Is he gonna condemn me? Should I,
Yeah,
instead of walking like this, should I walk like this so he can't condemn me to this wall? Okay, if I throw W, he has a dash. He could always Q it. So instead of Wing it, let me walk up and smite him, and then auto him to apply red smite, and then he's slowed,
so
and then my W is guaranteed. And then when he's W slowed, then I'll Q him because he's slowed, so my Q is guaranteed. Like you could be like super
yeah,
hyperfixating. Like here I'm talking. This sounds like ADHD to you too, right? But like you could have like productive ways of like over you could call it overanalyzing, overthinking. It's all
yeah,
the same thing, right? Because here I think to myself, if I was you, I would just E into a melee range, auto him,
yeah,
him, smite slows your auto attack slows. You have three different slows: smite slow, red smite, or two different smites, and then your W slow.
yeah.
So two of them are guaranteed. Smite's guaranteed and auto's guaranteed. The only one that's not guaranteed
Is
is
W,
use
but
W, and
if
that's the
she's
one you
already
led with. So I would E
yeah,
forward,
and if she's already
instantly,
ultra slow
instantly,
too.
instantly auto him. So you're gonna E forward,
Yeah,
insta auto. He also his invis is when he's up. He has to auto. He has to Q invis. His Q's a 2-second cooldown, and then when his
yeah.
Q's down, then you'll W him. Right? But then here you obviously start with you also look at your mouse by the way.
I don't actually know how Vayne works either.
Yeah.
Like I kind of know how she can push you into the wall and stuff, but I don't
Yeah.
actually know how her invisibility works at
Okay.
all.
That's fine. I'll tell you. I'll explain to you how it works right now. But even if you don't,
Yeah,
it's still wait. For example,
I still
invis
should have
no
ignited her, or
invis
not ignited.
no but invis no invis.
Yeah,
Your default way to start every fight should be with auto attack, correct? Especially with red
hmm,
smite. So what does that mean?
yeah,
I should be seeing you spam a click. That means the second the invis here, invis there, it comes there, flashes. It doesn't matter what he
yeah,
does, condemns. Your first instinct should always be the a click, right? This is your mouse.
yeah.
Look at your mouses. Your mouse should
It's
be
just so far
here,
away. Yeah,
spamming A on your keyboard, and then I would see the mouse turn up red because when you A click, it turns red. So your instinct should
yeah,
be just spam A click, and now you have to fucking drag your mouse from across the screen to click on him, um,
yeah.
right? And then here, same thing. Like again, the safest place for Gears to be is to E into him and just be like, okay, at this point, I'm
Hmm.
gonna E auto Q ult and try to kill him before he kills me. But you're Eing away. But again, has longer range than you. This is his auto range. Well, this is your auto range, right? So it's always like
Yeah,
when you go far, you're helping him. He wants to kite you. You want to be on his face, and now you're Eing away from. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And you're like, oh, I missed W. Like that's it's like no, it's you just played. That's like the least of your problems here. It's you're playing
yeah. I played it really bad.
too
I mean, I
slowly.
wasn't playing that
Your mouse
great.
isn't ready. So that's kind of like the more important thing to be thinking about.
Yeah,
Um, does that all make sense?
yeah. No, no, no. It does make
And then
sense.
so you know how Vayne works when she ults, her next like her next like 8 seconds of combat. Every time she Qs, she goes invis,
She goes invisible. Okay.
and her Q's like a 2-second cooldown. So she's gonna like Q, auto, auto, Q, auto, auto, Q, and every time. But
Yeah,
that's how that works, right? But then there's a cooldown. You can't just it's not Q Q Q like Karthus or anything.
yeah.
So yeah, I think you would have killed Vayne easily, very easily, and then you would pull Otacon, and this Otacon would be
And I'd
3v5,
be yeah, I
and
would be
then you win the
dead.
game. Boom. This is not even before the mid fight. The mid fight wasn't the last point.
And there's also
You
a
win the game here easily. You get Otacon, the game's over. You win the game.
there's also probably a chance Kindred would try to come and still help
Yeah.
Vayne, and we still would just kill Kindred for free. So it'd literally just be a
Uh,
a free Otacon
no, I think
completely.
you kill Vayne too fast. Like I think Vayne should already be dead, and
Uh,
then you also kill her here. So,
yeah.
but yeah, potentially. But then again, two then would be dead, and then 3v5, and then she's probably gonna go try to steal it, but then she just dies 3v5 because number of you
And
just
the
play a
game
turn.
doesn't even end there. Like we still go. I still get the Otacon. I still could have smited it properly. Okay, no,
Hmm.
I understand. This is a really bad game by me. I'm not gonna
And
lie.
then here, yeah, you're like,
Uh,
and then yeah, this happens. We get here, and again, you like people you don't have to just you can always don't forget you can always alt smite as well. Anytime you're thinking about executing, think about what's my
mhm.
highest damage ability. I'm gonna smite with it. It's alt. It's not Q. It's not auto. It's your alt. So I just alt smite. That's gonna be even higher as well.
Can we go over the smite thing again? Like, can you go back real quick? Like, I want to see how it died. So
Okay.
got to like I got 1,800. So Was that from Kindred's like E thing, like her little mark
Yeah,
thing
probably.
that she put on it?
I also think that you should also like we've talked about how OP smokescreen is just smokescreener. She can't
Yeah.
auto it if she's
Oh
smokescreen. She
yeah.
can't see.
She
So
can't
just
even smite it if she can't see.
yeah, she just W her as well.
Damn.
But
Oh my
but, but,
god.
but that's what I'm saying. But here's like, the thing: like it's not guaranteed that you would have thought of this. But I'm saying like
Yeah.
if we hear your comms right now were oh please reset, please reset, please reset. Oh my god, it didn't
Yeah.
reset. Like you're not. There's no way you're gonna be thinking
Yeah.
about Wing the enemy jungle if you're too busy thinking about hoping to the stars that are resets. You know, like you're thinking about random shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. But like it's not about like it's not about brain activity. It's about like you're just thinking about the wrong shit. You know.
Yeah.
Um. So I think it's something that matters a lot too. You know. We do get the dragon lead, so it's not the worst thing. But yeah, I think this game was like even now the game's still playable. It's not like that you got Otacon and lost. I think it's after the next fight.
Yeah.
It obviously doesn't help, but actually I think at this point your team just started. At this point, before you had things, at this point this is when your team actually just started dying. And also here, if your comms here, you're saying, listen, I remember you're saying, can I fight? Can I fight?
Oh, can I do this?
Like based on what you're doing, it's obvious you're gonna do this. Like you're sorry, that's not. It's
Yeah.
not the question. Can I? But it's obvious you're going to try. If we can or
Yeah.
can't, we don't know yet. But it's obviously going to try. So I don't want you to think about like, can I? It's like, okay, I'm going to try. How do I do this? It's gonna, it's, it's okay. Is Rory gonna jump away? Is Rory gonna ball? Do I flash her ball when she throws it? Again,
Yeah.
Graves is always thinking about walls. Do I like flash here and then try to Q against this wall? What am I saving my ult for? Like you're gonna, it's obvious you're gonna go for it. The game's shit, so you have to go for super play, right? I want you to be thinking about
Yeah.
how am I gonna go for this, not do I like do I? And then if you were thinking about how can Orion avoid my damage, she only has one dash. It's her flash, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna Q, and at this point, I call this I like to call it I call it the chicken. If right now we remove her flash from her keyboard, right,
Yeah.
and we remove your ult and your flash from the keyboard, right, and you are
Hmm.
forced to only kill this guy with autos, can you kill him with autos? Yes or no?
Easily. Yeah.
Yes.
Easily.
So the rule is we don't ult or flash if he doesn't flash. So if he doesn't flash, I
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
flash. If he doesn't flash, I don't ult. We're playing game chicken. I'm just going to kill him with autos. If he flashes away, then I'll either flash
I
after
ult
him
him.
or I'll ult him. It's just a game of chicken.
Yeah.
You know. There's no reason to ult here. Like here, look this one. You walk up and the next auto kills him, doesn't it? This auto kills. You have
Yeah.
collector. So you just play for auto, and then if he flashes, then you'll just ult where he flashes to.
Yeah.
It wasn't that you missed. It just you shouldn't even have to. You shouldn't even be pressing alter to begin with. You know. You said, "Oh,
Yeah.
I missed. I can't believe I missed." It's not that you just. It's not that you just shouldn't be throwing it there. You know.
Yeah.
So, again, so I think it's a lot of mental energy thing. Like, it's not your comp shouldn't be. Oh, can I go for this? Can I go for this? I'm gonna go for this. It's okay. I'm obviously going for this. If I wasn't going for this, I wouldn't be coming here. All right. I'd be going. I'd
Yeah.
be going my Raptors. The answer. Can I go for this? It's already been answered. You're gonna try no matter what. Fuck it. Now it's thinking
Yeah.
how do I what's the highest percentage way to play this so it works, you know?
Yeah.
That's tracking your burst spells. That's tracking their gap closers, their flashes, their dashes, their speed ups, right? That's how we think about fights going forward. And obviously now the game's
Yeah.
over. So does this all make sense for this session? Like
Yeah.
every
No, it does.
okay, 'cause I think this game was completely winnable. I think this is not you think. This is a very common thing, where a lot of times when players fall behind, they just become. I coached diamond players all week this week about players that like
Yeah.
they get invaded early and then the rest of the game they're just like scared of fighting. But again, you have to be objective and be like it's all about items and levels. That's the only thing that matters in League
And
of
if I'm ahead
Legends.
of them and stuff. Yeah.
So this game, I think this entire game you thought you were behind Kindred. And I showed like a 7 minute sequence where you're up items on her, and you were same level. So for all extensive purposes, you were stronger than her. But you
Yeah.
playing fights like you're weaker, and your mouse is also Africa.
Yeah.
Question:
That's frustrating.
what's your DPI? Your sensitivity? You
Um,
know,
is it too slow or fast?
I have a feeling it's too fast, but that's why I'm asking.
I don't know what my DPI. Let me look
That's
at
fine.
my mouse settings
I
on
have
the
a
thing.
feeling it's above 2K. Let's see if I'm
Um,
right.
what do I use? Wait, what's my mouse? It's Nvidia. Is it? I know Nvidia.